you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
What is up, Raider Nation? I'm your host, Samore Raider, and let's get right into your Nation news. Tom Pelissero yesterday broke the news that the Raiders are releasing cornerback Damon Arnett. Now, this move does come after a viral video surfaced of Damon Arnett waving his gun around, threatening to kill someone online. And if you've been living under a rock and haven't seen the video yet, don't worry, I got y'all.
I said, do we have a problem?
Oh shoot, I believe that's the wrong video. Here's the clip.
Pull up, lame ass nigga. I swear to God, I will kill you, nigga. On everything I love, I will kill you, nigga. I will real deal kill you, my nigga.
My goodness, how stupid do you have to be to go online and do shit like that? Like, you got better things to do with your life, Arnett. I mean, like, I know that it was a fan getting under your skin, but bruh, just block the dude and move on. There's no need to be sending videos going back and forth about this whole situation, man. There's no need for you to stoop down to that level, man. Just move on. But Ian Rappaport also tweeted on this situation saying that there were troubling off the field signs everywhere for the Raiders' first round Damon Arnett. For instance, in his first year in the NFL, Arnett crashed 4 rental cars within roughly a month, sources said. Now, after a tumultuous week, including online threats, he's out. Man, every single week there's gotta be something new about this team, and the fact that we are still 5-3 right now, man, is kind of crazy to me. Like, it just seems like this Raiders team can never catch a break. If it's not one thing, it's another. Our GM Mike Mayock also had some words to say on this whole situation in his press conference.
Today we waived Damon Arnett. Very painful decision. We spent significant time, effort, and resources trying to help him in all facets of his life. There have been a series of bad decisions over the last year or so, but we cannot stand for the video of Damon with a gun threatening to take a life. The content was unacceptable, contrary to our values, and our owner, Mark Davis, has been very clear and very consistent that this is not how we will conduct ourselves in this community. The bottom line, the Raiders will not tolerate this type of behavior.
Now, after hearing Mayock, one thing's for sure, there is no one man bigger than the Shield, and we proved that just yesterday. You know, if you're going to be doing dumb shit like that off the field, this Raiders team, Mark Davis, is not going to be putting up with that shit. You're going to be out of here. It's crazy because Damon Arnett only lasted 13 games in the silver and black, and in that time, he totaled 29 tackles, 3 pass deflections, 1 tackle for loss, and 0 interceptions. Honestly, he never really showed much to me as a Raider, and I've always thought that he was a huge reach for us in the first round in 2020. And if you guys don't believe me, I actually have a clip to back that shit up.
What the You gotta be kidding me, bro. Damon Arnett, cornerback, Ohio State, to reach for a cornerback right here at number 19. Damon Arnett, who we could have easily got in the second round. That's crazy. Well, you know what? We don't have a second round pick, and who knows if we would have been able to get him in the second round. But still, like, wow. I think this is a reach. And you guys could criticize me for that, but I think it's a reach.
There were so many other players we could have drafted at the 19th position, and if we did want to get Damon Arnett, we could have waited later on in the draft. Even if we didn't have a second round pick, there was better players out there. And just to see what he did last year coming into this year, he really was not a factor at all. And I actually stumbled across a tweet from NFL Memes on the Raiders 2020 NFL draft class, and it's pretty sad. With the 11th overall pick, the Raiders selected wide receiver Henry Ruggs, and he was cut by the team and will most likely serve some time in prison. With the 19th overall pick in that draft, we selected cornerback Damon Arnett, who a lot of people thought at the time was a huge reach, as well as myself. He was recently cut from the team. Now, moving on to the 3rd round, we drafted Lynn Bowden Jr., who never played a snap with the team. We actually traded him before he had a chance to prove anything to us. With the 2nd 3rd round pick that we had, we drafted wide receiver Brian Edwards, who is currently on the team and is a starting receiver on the team right now. Hasn't really done much, but he still has a high ceiling, so he's the only hope that we have so far in this draft. With the final 3rd round pick that we had in the 2020 draft, we drafted safety/linebacker Tanner Muse, who we released right before the season, so he never really played an official snap with this team. He only played in preseason, and from what I've seen from Tanner Muse in preseason, I thought he had a lot of potential out there, but I guess the Raiders thought otherwise. Now moving on to our 2 4th round picks, we got John Simpson, who is a backup offensive lineman, and Amik Robertson, who also is a backup cornerback on the team. Now after seeing that and recapping our first official Las Vegas Raiders draft class in 2020, it's looking like one of the worst drafts that we've had in recent history. Now, I know a lot of people are blaming John Gruden for this draft class because a lot of people are saying that he had a lot of control in most of these drafts and Mike Mayock was just brought in to evaluate some talent here and there, but John Gruden had the final say. Now, a lot of people are also saying that Mike Mayock actually wanted CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Johnson in that 1st round. And my goodness, how different everything would have been if we got those 2 guys. And you guys already know me. I was pounding the table for CeeDee Lamb in that draft, and I thought that he was the best wide receiver, and that would have been the perfect receiver to be our wide receiver 1 on this team with Derek Carr at quarterback. He had all the intangibles to be that guy, but I guess John Gruden thought otherwise and wanted to go with speed, and Henry Ruggs, for the most part, was looking good and was doing better this season. Now, obviously, we did not expect him to have this crash, so I'm not going to call him a bust. He just made a stupid mistake. But at the end of the day, who knows what would have happened if we ended up getting Mike Mayock's guys. Now, I'm actually going to be excited to look forward to the 2022 draft class because now Mike Mayock will have all the say to draft his players and not have to go back and forth with John Gruden. So as of right now, the only hope that we have from that Raiders 2020 NFL draft class is wide receiver Bryan Edwards. I hope to God, knock on wood, nothing comes out of Bryan Edwards and we can move forward and he turns into that wide receiver that we all know he can be. And one more thing I do want to bring up real quick is, for everybody that is blaming the city of Las Vegas for everything that's been going on, out of here, man. I don't see that same thing happening to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Heck, you look at guys with somewhat of a dark past like Darren Waller and Max Crosby, you know, I don't see them doing stupid shit like that out there in Las Vegas. So everybody blaming Las Vegas, man, chill with that shit. It has nothing to do with the city. It has everything to do with the players and their decisions. So with that being said, Raider Nation, what are your thoughts on this whole Damon Arnette situation? Do you think it was the right move for the Raiders to release him or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now moving on to some better news, the Raiders have officially announced that they have signed wide receiver Desean Jackson to the team, and reports are going around that he is going to be rocking that #1 jersey. Wait.
My neck and my back.
Now, Desean Jackson did arrive to Las Vegas yesterday, getting a tour around the facility and finally putting on that silver and black. It just seems like it's been a long time coming, man. We've been all wanting Desean Jackson to rep that silver and black, you know, back when we were in Oakland, but shit, we finally get to see it now, right? Better late than never. I do predict that DJAX will make his Raiders debut this week versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, and I'm excited to see that connection from Derek Carr to Desean Jackson. I know it's been a long time coming, and it's finally here. So Raider Nation, I do want to ask you guys, what are your guys' stat prediction for Desean Jackson this week versus the Chiefs? Do you guys see him getting into the end zone? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, speaking of receivers, let's talk about OBJ. We already know that the Raiders are still interested in acquiring OBJ, especially after getting DJAX. We'll see if that actually pans out. But reports did come out today that OBJ wants to go to the Packers if he clears waivers, per Jordan Schultz. And as of a couple of minutes ago, OBJ did clear waivers and nobody picked him up, so he is now a free agent. If he does end up over here in Las Vegas, I'll be happy. If not, then it's all good. We could move on. Another wide receiver that just hit the open market is Josh Reynolds. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on getting him and acquiring him. He's still 26 years old with a lot of potential. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Should the Raiders still go out and try to get OBJ? And should we probably go out and get Josh Reynolds? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.